Oh, that's done. Downloading that. What? The minor implications of just dealing with this. Where is it? It says it's still running. There it is.
This is great. You beat Bendick. You're a legend. Whenever anyone asks, I can say I was the first duelist the mysterious stranger ever beat in the ring. I'm gonna be famous.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be a legend.
I don't think you had a chance against Bendick, but you sure showed me. You showed us all. Too bad your career as a duelist is over now. I mean, nobody's gonna be stupid enough to go up against you anymore. Not even Twitch. Kind of funny, isn't it? You win the big match, and you kill your career.
Congratulations, stranger. I never thought anyone would beat Starkiller. Did you know it was because of him that I became a duelist in the first place? As a little girl, I used to dream of meeting him one day. When I finally did, the guy was a complete slime ball. Made me realize I had to be cold and ruthless to survive. Like him. And now, he's dead. There's probably a lesson in there somewhere. Something for me to think about, at least. Congratulations again, stranger. And goodbye.
¿Qué pasa? Kimba muli rat wanaji. Kaba volpa murji guma ya.
Pazak is not for everyone. It requires both nerve and skill. Perhaps you should practice before risking your credits again. Confident.
Wager. Everything. Dude, the fuck is this shit? Kazakh sucks. Watch, she's gonna get fucking shot on. I didn't click that, my bad. I need like a 7. Don't you show me up, don't you show me up. Oh my god. She's right, don't show me up, don't you do it. Give me this now. Stand. Watch, she's gonna get
Pazak is not for everyone. It requires both nerve and skill. Perhaps you should practice before risking your credits.
Where's the...
Conf-
why you start killing these NPCs? 'Cause I would have that downloaded immediately and just start killing that guy. He's like, ah! He's cheating. You man, you cheating dick. Yeah, I do. I'm re-downloading that progress. I don't care. That was cheating. Hands down, he was cheating. Guarantee all that shit. He was just guaranteeing every last. That's just not legit. Honestly, I think the guys who made those are kind of dicks. I would have to say that because of the fact that
Pazak is not for everyone. It requires both nerve and skill. Perhaps you should practice before risking your credits against such a skilled player as myself. Unless you like losing. Confident.
named after something else because you can't remember the goddamn name of what it was originally was called. Of course, I can't either because I don't care about the game. Watch it, you're gonna fucking dude, this game is rigged as shit. It's strictly AI based, and the AI is always complete. If you won against the AI, I gotta say, the AI, like, your system must win. Like, I don't care, you can win. I swear to God, I swear to God, I will just close the game again. If you keep fucking with me like this game, I am not messing around with this shit. It's not fun. It's getting to the part where it's like, okay, look, it's getting ridiculous. Dude, it's strictly set up for them to win.
Pazak is not for everyone. It requires both nerve and skill. Perhaps you should practice before risking your credits against such a skilled player as myself. Unless you like losing.
Can I insult him? Can I swear at him? Can I do something? Because Jesus Christ, he's cheating. Look at that shit. It's a guaranteed fucking 20. He knew I was gonna get that. He knew I was gonna get that. It's just pure bullshit. This game's rigged as shit. Guys, go immediately to the guys who made this game and comment on this thing and go, you guys suck. You rigged the races and the Pazak game. Also, you're gay. It's just... Dude. If I can get him to use all of his cards, I won't have to worry as much. I would need... I feel like it knows exactly what cards I have, and that's the part that bothers me the most. Like, it's not being fair with it. I just want to win one game against him.
You were lucky to win the last match, but luck is no substitute for skill in Pazak. If you are foolish enough to play me again, I won't repeat the mistake of underestimating you. I'm going to...
No, I think it's because like there's actual money involved, and that's when he's actually reacting to what he is. Let's see how ruthless he is. Get on? Give me a second. Oh, my brother. Okay. Dude, totally rigged. He's cheating.
Pazak is not for everyone. It requires both nerve and skill. Perhaps you should practice before risking your credits against such a skilled player as myself. Unless you like losing.
I'm gonna die anyway.
If you have...
I saw your match against Niklos, if you could even call it that. You aren't much of a Pazak player, are you?
What party is it? Forgot he
Hey, look who's back! The mysterious stranger. You know, I had a front row seat when you gunned down Bendik Starkiller. Best duel I've ever seen. If times weren't so tough, I'd give you a discount, seeing as how you're a big celebrity and all. But with the Sith occupation, I can barely afford to keep the doors open.
I barely keep the doors open.
Anything I can do? I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first. I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now. Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand? Careful where you say that. Davik's got spies and agents everywhere. Besides, he's as much a part of Terrace as the skyscrapers or the swoop gangs. Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other. It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all.
Look, lady, I should say at the moment I can't behind you. You're insulting me with your self.
Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Terrace for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the Upper City. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the Lower City. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there.
That's my response.
Oh, I have to pay. Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after. Good day to you, then. Welcome to...
I have all of this. So she has nothing else. What is wrong? Always upset. He murdered Bandit and I realized I got his gun.
Yes, what's on your mind? Terrace? The planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past. And things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows. And it gets worse the lower you go. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate.
Yeah, you got the lower city, and then you have the lower city, and those ones survive. Just to end up dying from radiation. And then not knowing what radiation is.
I'm all ears, beautiful. Maybe I'm just avoiding your questions. Is this really necessary? Oh, well, it was an interrogation you wanted. Why didn't you say so? No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people. For what? In the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? Well, that makes sense. Still, it seems a bit strange that someone who is a last-minute addition to the crew roster is one of the survivors. No? Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises. I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? All right. You must be the most damn persistent woman I've ever met. We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Run!
On it. Done.
What are you doing? Don't go in there! That door is for employees only! You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic.
I am.
I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Oh god. Oh god, I made a mistake. Oh no. So we talked to the one lady. But where was my last save? I'm gonna see where it puts me.
Hey, look! If any, I don't think this. Good.
Yes. Terry from what? Which? The fact that I'm all ears, or the beautiful part? Not really. Just to have it. You have something you'd rather I call you by? I might consider it, but what are you going to call me in exchange? I like the first part of that. I'm a bit more partial to the most handsome pilot in the galaxy. Now, what do you think? Well, then I guess gorgeous will just have to do until then, won't it? No, but kidding aside, I bet you're not about to give up on those questions of yours. Are they really necessary? Oh, well, it was an... All my secrets are purely of the mundane variety, unfortunately. Nothing worth extracting, though you're welcome to try. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the end. Not we didn't come. Don't be ridiculous. You've more than proved yourself since. No. Well. The jet can. I am working. Look, it is and. All right, Walt.
On it. Done.
What are you doing? What? No, you don't tell the Sith, please. I can explain all this. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
No, it's not. The Sith would torture men like these or worse, and you're not threatening this man while I'm present.
Thank you for keeping my secret. I only wish there was more I could do, but medical science has only come so far. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
It didn't give me light, it didn't give me evil. I'm okay with both.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you are welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen. I couldn't afford to give you more than a few med packs and a handful of credits. The medical center can barely afford to stay open as it is. But it hardly matters anyway. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over. And nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity. Of course, just...
You there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear. Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure. Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris. I prefer to think of him as a role model. He started with nothing, and now he's got it all. Credits, power, women. It's the Tarisian dream, right? Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away. Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the rat ghoul serum to Zax. He runs the Lower City Bounty Office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the rat ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the Lower City Bounty Office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
Are you joking? We don't need this guy's credits. Just go on. We were happy to help.
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
Just kill him. That's 100.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Shlomi's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to the lower cities where you belong, Slummy?
Oh, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said. These streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you. Hey, this Schlummy's got a mouth.
Oh, great. We're fighting the drunks, are we? And do they stink?
You talk big, Schlummy. Maybe you should show us a little more respect.
Time to teach you a lesson, Schlummy. Maybe you'll think twice about coming up into our turf.
Kin shi kaikachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun palamona reji. Ching pala niska mule dun ratatigin potranko. Disarcha doma wana kondatama. Witimembo rangtong. Mule ra on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wuna henak nek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kin ba mule radwana. Don kin ba no kudnok nek. Kava numpa kumpialia monokata. Ranga kun bis kin no moruat. Kakin chana guana bokon.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wuna henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok. China pala mule. Dong ki ba non tontek. Dun ni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Kin kun shi kaikachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala mona reji. Ching pala niska mule dun ratatigin potranko. Disarcha doma wana kondatama. Kuyami jvuk chikchita na patogta. Yafulke gogala jiji. Kawanabora atugawa. Kankido rakun. Watimi alabola.
Alabola? She's got Ebola. Everybody run.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mulak. Tonki. Witimembo rangtong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Hakuji kopa? Jino mula rakam. Tangabun shan nong. Wanga kun beast kin ba mula rak. Choni yun tun jiji either dwana. Kava vulpa mulji gumana. Tanga bok sha nak nong.
I wanted to see the inventory in the first place. You're just like, no. Computer Pro.
Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi. Wanna chick yongi? Wanna vota konti tariti? Chichin toma tunka kola yame chua. Na kanki chiki nai potoka. Na wana pota. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes. Chi pala mulak. Tonki pa na nonek. Tu nikton chun ke. Tanga bok sha china pa. Tanga bok sha nak nong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na bule mule raji kun. Shuni yun ni jiji aldwana. Kava volpa muli kumana.
And they're like, yeah, that's not a robot error. That is completely human stupidity. And it's like, the lady who sold me a drone that blew up is like, yeah, if she's crashing in the underground, complete moron. It's just like, she's a Jedi that she's mocking.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule. Chinapala mule. Tonki ba non tontek. Tuni. Hachu apanki. Jishawa anibong kasha. Chona si ichua byongbo Johnny. Ka chin. Randi.
Okay, I got 75 credits. I spent 50 and I got 75 on it. That is
On it. Done.
Hello. Oh, flip Nothing new.
Please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Please. I don't want to die. Here, I've got 50 credits on me. That's all I've got. It's yours. Just don't tell Davik where I'm hiding, okay? I'm begging you. Here, take the credit.
I know we might need credits, but there's got to be a better way to get them than this.
What do you want now? You're not going to tell Davik's bounty hunters where I'm hiding, are you? I knew you were here to kill me. Well, I won't go down without a fight.
You sure about that, buddy? Didn't even make the sound. The game was just like... What's an energy projector? What? Oh well, 99 of it now. Dude. What the hell is that? It has eyes. No, I don't like that. What is that? No, what is that? Gosh, get out of the way. I'm looking at something. Thing's got eyes. It disappears when I look at it like this. What the hell is that? I don't like it. I don't like whatever it is. I don't like it. What's wrong with that? It's gross.
Nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Teresian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And really good. And she began Golubia. When now for the Lufta.
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room. Uh-oh. I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform after the last interrogation. Who said that? What's going on out there? Just stay out of this if you know what's good for you. Smart move. This is your last chance. Where did you hide those uniforms you stole? Get in here. Search the room. I know those uniforms are in here somewhere. What do you want, civilian? Do you have any information about the missing Sith uniforms? Make it quick. You're awfully curious about this. Maybe a little too curious. I think you know more about those missing uniforms than you're saying. A threat? I knew you were a spy.
Oh, look! A uniform. looks like that, it looks like it's got a full body. So I don't care what is that. It's got the dots in it. Look at that. There's a dot. Or is it just a single dot? I thought it had 2 eyes. I was like, it's a living creature. What are you eating? And they stab a fork into it. It's like, and they just shove it in their mouth and bite its head off. Continue eating.
On it. Done.
You ain't supposed to be here. This ain't your home.
I remember when a person didn't have to worry about thieves rummaging through their home.
Don't hurt my family. Look, just take what you want and get out.
I want your clothes, your kid. I could just sell him for like money. You have the money. Oh, good. I'll have more space and have more money. There it is. Okay, put that one in. I don't have headgear.
Pudu, Tony Rama na praka donko searcha chupapanki. Ni bajoni yo la wish. Dopayuma pasen lati ngotu. Shachika don mulaka watayuma ka wamahona nek. Ashanti dun unumani patoka wana kuna best chinga para motonki.
Greetings, my Sith friends. Rest assured I have all the proper permits to be here, spreading my message. Feel free to stay and listen if you wish. You'll find my message most enlightening. The evil walks among us. The enemy is here.
Another patrol heading down to the lower city, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
I'm here.
Karatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Nanay kachu. Yinkin kunoba mulirachi kun. Tong nabun siya nyunyan. Kababol pa mulji kamana.
Ichuta. Yun patisa. Imbanik chalora kun.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpayiya mokapata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpayiya!
And now. Where are you going from lower city apartments going like on the bridge?
How'd you like that?
That's still gonna scare me. It's just gonna scare me to see myself It's just a guy that God. Coming the roots. Jesus Christ. Insane. Remember about the Oh shit. Well. I clicked wrong one. Car, move.
Ready?
I'm here.
Back to you. 6455.
Hmm? On it. Done.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpaliya moka paata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpaliya! Kavatumpa kunpaliya moka paata! Bonanay kachu! Inkin kunoba mulirachi kun! Tong na bunsha nyunyang! Kavavolpa mulchi kamana!
Jetfield. Hard to look at. What's my morality at? We're just a little bit in the red. He's very good for some reason. And then there's me. Coming to die. Everybody's Repair. All success. Saves nothing, yes, but I'd rather save the time.
On it. Damn!
Ci gratullo da pograshi onneun kompa cintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ida patisa batua kacha tutong. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachmish yunku. Jodo jidbungaranta.
God
chikun ita hodonga. Ikin kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Ta kung just tak miki grabel moko. Kachichu ita bodonga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Runda di hodonga kun hankadi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mule rabes. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak talea. Kuyami juz chikata na patogaya hulki kokora jiji. Gawana bot atagwa. Kagidora te kun watatimona ia bola. Yikukumo Tong Abu Witam Borakatong Mulira siyang turong ni na potata tuangachun tize Gruto haga jijiwa Watajuma wana hu wama hunhu natek Manaman atota Hakijukrata bola shui chongatong Chongkin no bunka mulera kunkile no ba Watende chokolo uno ku mulera Watana wama mulera Kenchun jupashak No wabule mulera ji jonitun Durji chiwi itado Bola una dichek Balamure slimo wanga kun bisching Witam Boragatong Mulira siyang turong ni na potata tuangachun tize Gruto haga jijiwa Watajuma wana hu wama hunhu natek Ke puna Bunanai chatu Chinba mulira tawana Tok chimba no kunik Kavatumpa ku peliano momakata Wanga kubist Kiabol mulia Ka ching chana na wagaba kon Kavadumpa ku pelion ponantea Kavadumpa ku palia mukapata Punanan chaku Ikung kono pule marachiko Dong nabong siya nunya Kavavolpa mulji kuna Kuyami juz chikata na patogaya hulki kokora la jiji. Gawana bot atagwa. Kagidora te kun watatimona ia bol. Runda dijo.
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelroot. Are you a Pazak player by chance? It's so hard for me to find a match now that I've been banned from the Upper City Cantina. A simple misunderstanding. Some of the other Pazak players don't understand the finer points of the game. So what if I win 15 matches in a row? That doesn't mean I cheat. There's no justice. My lucky Pazak deck was confiscated and I was banned from the Upper Cantina. Since then I've been desperate to find a match. Excellent. My funds were getting somewhat low.
We're gonna start off with one. See how ruthless he is.
You did well in our last match, but I think your luck may be about to run out. So do you want to play again? Excellent. My funds were getting somewhat... You played well in our last match, but luck just was... How dare you accuse me of cheating? It's not my fault you lost. I'm just a good player with a strong deck. Maybe you just need more practice. Or maybe you need to buy some better cards. Go talk to Uriah over there. He can sell you some cards to improve your deck, unless you want to play again right now. Excellent. My funds were getting somewhat low. You played well. How dare or you played well. How or you played well. If you're ever
You kukuno. Go away.
Chiska nichu, kimba muli rapwanaji, kimba no kunixat abog kakincha nawabakaon, tung abashun ni chunchi.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpaliya mokapaata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpaliya!
One.
Oscar! Chiska nichu! Tahupa botenya go GGPT!
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kupalea mukapata! Jiyoka kutumpa kupalea! Two.
Jiyokaku! Kimba muli rapwanaji! Kuyami juski chika nai! Ubabaska dwana chichopa muska! Chiska dasoki kupa bona na tachu!
Tune pudu! Rananu prata donko shirkasha! Jum apike! Three.
No! No!
Go away. One. Two. Three.
sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. Don't worry, honey. Alien girls aren't really my thing. I'm much more interested in an attractive female of my own species. I don't like the tone of your voice. I work for Davik Kang. I'm used to people treating me. I don't have to take this abuse from you. I came here to relax. Shove off and find someone else to bother. I want to watch the dancing girl. Hey, baby, back again, I see. I guess the old Holden charm is still working. The ladies just can't leave me alone. I don't want to waste my time answering a bunch of questions. I'm here to have a few drinks, watch the dance. I've got to be mentally ready. Davik's got an assignment for me. I'm one of it. Plus, I used to be an intergalactic customs agent, so I know all the tricks they use to catch smugglers. That gives me the edge I need on my courier runs. It's not like it's some big secret. It's kind of hard for Davik to keep a low profile when he belongs to a big intergalactic crime syndicate like the Exchange. Davik's ship is the fastest one in the entire quadrant, but even the Ebon Hawk can't get off Taurus until the quarantine is lifted. The Sith fleet has the planet surrounded. Any ship leaving orbit without proper access codes will be disintegrated by the Sith auto-targeting laser cannons. And those codes are locked safely away in the military base. Davik's pretty upset about it. His smuggling operation isn't making any money, but even with his underworld connections, he can't get his hands on those codes. Hate to see a pretty lady leaving, but you ain't the only girl in this place. I guess I'll go back to enjoying the dancers.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like Bantha Poodoo.
Kuyami, Juski, Chika Nai. Tong Patoga Smaktilia. Davis, Yubong, Kunki, Pankpa. Tong Itwamaji, Human Akung, Ikatune.
Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face?
Ubabatu Conchi. Jiskadasoki, Kupa Bona na Chachu.
Just a sec, boys. Zalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects. Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
Chiyokaku! Kimba muli radwana ji. Kuyami, Juski, Chika Nai. Ubabaska dwana chichopa muska. Jiskadasoki, Kupa Bona na Chachu.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Chubasa! Kimba muli radwana ji. Kaba volpa murji gumaya.
Hey, relax, Big Z. No need to be rude. Sorry about that. But Wookiees ain't much for conversation, you know? Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee. It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Taris, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need... We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team. Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Calo Nord. Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the Exchange. There's only 2 gangs worth worrying about here in the Lower City. The Black Bulkers and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Thek. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Volkers, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son. Calo Nord's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zach's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Calo's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the Exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock. You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
Chikun ita haldonga, ikin kuno bamulera chikun. Slimo podonar di hodunga ku hunkabe. Chi gratulo da pograshi onion komba chintomo muchuba. Loda ita kun, ita patisa batua kachatutong. Pagrasha kon tichaka Chupakaha, Chopa Chawachuish, Yunku, Jodo Jitbungarantang, Takumjus Takniki, Grabulmogo, Kachichu Ita Bodunga, Tolbabank, Waleoganda Naru Chuchut, Mogesha Ponka, Bolawana Chikne, Amule Slimo, Podadada Nanga, Kumbist, Mule Rabes, Chi Gratu, Loda, Pograshi, Onion Komba, Chintomo Muchuba. Loda ita kun, ita patisa batua kachatutong. Pagrasha kon tichaka Chupakaha, chopa chawachuish, yunku. Jodo jitbungarantang. Kavadumpa ku palia mukapata. Podana chaku, ikun kono bule marachiko. Tong nabong siya nun ya, kabavolpa mulji kunna. Chanshak bulara, umrao chiska duchi, on chuban jiska yanki, shakji locha wana wama, kabavolpa mulji kumuna. Kinchun shishineng chene kung dobale mulera chikung.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata, bonanakachu, yin kin kun noba mule rachi kun, ti umpa do punta krita, akti kondo ona chabachisa wanki, ti toki grantu kon chichan kun green kanchan tu pro, bok wala no bok cha, nichi kon chuva ki. With team member rank thong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzitse. Kin kun shi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun palamona reji. Chingpala niska mule tun ratatigin potranko. Desercha doma wanakonda tama. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching pala mule tongking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukunde mule rabes.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok. Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawagawa bakon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tong abuk sha nak nong.
Kuyami juz chikata na patogaya fulki kokogala jiji. Gawa na bot atagwa. Kagidora tikun watatimona iapola.
Kin kun shi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun palamona reji. Chingpala niska mule tun ratatigin potranko. Desercha doma wanakonda tama.
Tam boragatong mulira siyang turong ni na potata tuangachun dize. Igruto haga jijiwa. Wata juma wana hu wama hulhu natek.
Witimembo rangtong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzitse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watuyama kama wona henak nek.
Chikun ita haldonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana. Kin kun shishikin ni kin kun ban mulara jikun. Wama kun bes ching pala mule. Tune rana nuprata donko searcha domatama?
Ucha hodunga ya fulki. Chachiska do punta casa pupaka. Bana oto.
Mokao dang yafoki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka. Bano oto.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist. Mule rabes.
Gigi hakuji lorcha kin kuna. Vamule rigikun. Kaji chutula podoto punta. Witimembo rangtong. Mulira on shat.
Kuyami juz chikata na patogaya fulki kokogala jiji.
Kipona. Ona na kajo. Kimba mulera tuana. Taupa botenya gojojo piti. Kawa tumpa kulpa iya mokata. Wanga kumbis kimba mulera. Kakinchana kokba kon. Kavatumpa kupaya potenya. Kachichon na isaodunga. Taukum justak mike grabil mogo. Tulpadavun kueyagamdo danaga chuchut. Moga shampumpa. Boyawana chikni. Vamul slimo podanawanga kumbis. Muliragest. Rundi hautunga tongkimba ng kongkek. Wana kumbis. Chimpayamul kunhungkabi. Tuknin tangjo kunne mulirabest. Parish manawish. Tongjo ne ahakonong. Mulerayo nunaze. Jijing wibidwa naitawish. Muline bomoni. Ubana tula boda. Yami jusa.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of their victims. Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
Vamul slimo podanawanga kumbis muliragest. Jibe. Ako chikopa. Chino muliraking pa. Tom. Gioca col molera. Quien conjo peshak. Nova moleraji. Charion toranchi. Aitatia. Pula una chinek. Bamulera slimoanga kubisking. Chibeduana ni bobo. Chachis kadon putachi chonaita odunga. Taukum justak mike grabil mogo. Tulpadavun kueyagando danaga chuchu. Jib. Ako chikopa. Chino mulera king pajak. Slimo puiduana. Tombato. Kachichon na isaodunga. Taukum justak mike grabil mogo. Jibeduana ni bob. Chakachichon na Jib. Ako chikopa. Chino molera king pajak. Tom. Gioca col molera. Quien conjo peshak. Nova molera. Jibeduana ni bobo. Jibet. Ako chikopa. Chino molera king pajak. Slimo puiduana. Rundi hautunga tongkimba ng kongkek. Kipona. Bona na kacho. Kimba mulera tuana. Taupa botenyago jojo piti. Kawa tumpa kulpa hiya mokata. Wanga kumbis kimba mulera. Ka kinchana kokva kon. Kawa tumpa kulpa hiya botenya. Tunirana no prata tunkyo. Searcha toma toma. Kawa ulpa mulchi kumana. King kon shashi king. Neken ko nova mulera jekun. Wama kumbes chimpala muli. Tunera nano puata dunko. Chiyoka kon mulera. King konjo peshak. Nova muleraji. Yon torang chi aitatia. Mula una chinek. Bamulera slimo anga kubisking. Rundi. Tachi chonai faudunga. Taukum justak mike grabil moga. Torpa kipona. Ona naikacho. Kimba mulera tuana. Taupa botenyago jojo piti. Kawa tumpa kutunirana no prata tunkyo. Searcha toma toma. Kawa ulpa mulchi kumana. King kon shashi king. Neken ko nova mulera. Tunirana no prata tunkyo. Searcha toma toma. Kawa ulpa mulchi kumana. King kon shashi king. Neken ko nova mulera jekun. Chiyoka kon mulera. King kon jo peshak. Nova muleraji. Yon torang chi aitatia. Pula una chinek. Bamulera slimo ang tava pudo. Tonera nano prata dumpno. Chip.
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Kavatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kunoba mulirachi kun. Tong na bunsha nyunyang. Kavavulpa mulchi kamana.
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching balamule. Tongking ba nunodak. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way. Okay.
Tunipudu. Rana no prata dunkno sercha. Ichua penki.
Watana wama mulera. Kenchun jupashak. Nova bule muleraji. Jonitun turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Balamure slimo wanga kun bisching.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Canderous. I better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Those Valkyrs are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gaddon keeps his hidden becks in line, but Brezhik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down. I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi kwama jiko na. Tonki pa nonku nek abog. Jiyokaku. Kinba muri ra ji. Kuyami juski chika nai. Uba baska dwana chichopa muska. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu.
There's a bounty on your little green heads. I'm here to collect.
Just cronky to patslimo. Chi itakanki chana kilikon. Kinba muli radwana ji. Kinba noku nikset abog.
That's the plan.
Ready? Yes, what's on your mind? You got it. Yes, what's on your mind? You got it. Ready?
What?
Garth, I can't move. What did you do to me? Got me locked on you. Saved? Okay. Ah! That was wrong. I went off of memory. That's what you call cooking. Hey, it's not that bad. I went off of memory.
On it. Done.
Hello. Oh look, an assassin. We were looking for you.
Stop right there, or I'll give you a blaster shot right between the eyes. Now, what are you doing here? You're a fool if you think you can collect the price on my head. Now you'll see why I'm the most dangerous assassin on Taris.
She sounds and looks like ice. I wounded him. I killed him. How does it feel, Clark? Being first. You don't know what. Look! I'm cooking stuff. Don't worry about the flow. Not you. Why would it be me? Why would it never be that? He was gonna attack me. It was going first. I found myself. So I stopped him. He literally was attacking me though, so there's no big. You could have said that he ran at me like he literally. I want to give this guy a test thing, you know those like grip thing you can pull them. We're gonna give him one of those tests. Gotta test something.
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came. You just made a big mistake.
You asked for this! Let's go!
I understand. They're all not, so this is not working. Join your favorite group.
I'm here.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the Hidden Beck base. How do I know you're not a Vulkar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek? A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open-door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulkar gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now. My loyalty's not for sale. I've been with the Hidden Becks for years, and I'm not going to desert Gadon now just because everyone is turning against him. Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulkars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base, not with Zerdra watching his back. Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Becks are watching you.
Just go like this. You guys ain't going in.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gadon. Brejik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gadon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar spy.
Vulkar spy.
On it. Damn! On it. Damn!
I just snuck into the... I just walked into the base.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you? A foreign army invades Taris, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous. But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brejik, but he and his Vulkars won't listen. I don't see any harm in...
How dare you? I should kill you where you stand.
Calm down, Zerdra. I'm not ashamed of what I've become. As you can see, I lost my eyes in a swoop racing crash. I rely on these artificial replacements to see now. But my blindness was not the worst consequence of my accident. My affliction was what eventually led to this war between my Becks and the Vulkars. When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the Hidden Becks and let Brezhik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang, and I knew Brezhik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brezhik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. A lot of the younger gang members followed him, and soon he and his followers had taken control of the Vulkar gang. Brezhik is a proud man. My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gadden. Brezhik wants to control the lower city gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Becks against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
I know you're right, Zerdra. Brezhik won't rest until I am dead and the Becks are no more. But it's hard to accept the truth of his betrayal. I don't see any harm. When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would but within a... Brezhik is a proud man. My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gadden. Brezhik wants to control the lower city gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Becks against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
I don't... Not while the Sith quarantine is in place. Even the fastest smuggler ships can't break the blockade of the fleet surrounding the planet without the proper launch codes. Any ship leaving the Terrace atmosphere without the proper codes would be instantly disintegrated by blaster cannons fired by the Sith fleet's automated targeting systems. I don't... A foreign army invades Terrace, declares martial law and if the... But... I don't... The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadden. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has her own agenda. I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash.
Damn it.
We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner. Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch. She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brezhik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her. I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brezhik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual Swoop Gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brezhik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers. The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the Swoop race. I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose. You're in no position to bargain here. Without my help, you don't have a hope of getting this Bastila back. You should at least listen to what I have to say. The Swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Becks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back. Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Veo.
Mission? Gaddon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her. She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator. A simple disguise might have worked on the Upper City card, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway. I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the Undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle. Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? I suggest you hurry.
What did they take? Imagine them taking them and like, long haul, just Sith uniforms, like, what does he have? I'm sitting there. How many do you need? Still can't give him any of those, okay, 'cause he doesn't do those.